Well, welcome back into the Morning Blend. We're talking with Rockford Sexual Assault Counseling now. Their big event coming up, Dispelling the Darkness, that Candlelight Vigil. It's kind of an annual event now for you guys. You got Marilyn and Deb joining us. Thanks so much for being here. And let's talk about that event coming up here in just right about 24 hours. Yeah, it was like just under.
Maybe 30 or so,
Yeah. So, sorry.
No, I want to hear about this event for sure.
Yeah, no, essentially, so the Candlelight Vigil came about because we used to have a different fundraiser pre-COVID, but when COVID happened, everything had to change, right? And so essentially, we came up with this idea. It was actually one of our coworkers who had previously done it in another agency. She worked at another state, where it's a way to not only honor past, present, and future survivors of sexual assault, because we do give free services for counseling, legal aid, as well as
medical advocacy and prevention education as well.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's called Dispelling the Darkness. What's behind that title?
Yeah, essentially, personally, I would say it's all about, just helping people come into the light, dispelling the truths behind it, because we do have survivors, actual survivors, getting to share their stories at the vigil.
That's incredibly powerful.
Yes, absolutely. So great opportunity for people who are nervous about coming and to receive services, who are maybe not exactly sure to come and see. These are survivors who have been through services, who are now in the process of healing, and they get to share their stories about that. And yeah, I don't know, what do you want to share about that you think?
It's a way to show support for the survivors just by showing up.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to show a survivor that you are supporting them, listening to them, hearing their stories, believing them. That's key. But I think it's a great way to show that silent support, if you will.
Yeah, because once you're there and you're kind of listening to these stories, you never know kind of what feelings that'll bring up, either in you or somebody else there. And it's just nice to be around people, regardless of what they're feeling in that moment, to see around you that type of support exists. And there's a lot of ways people can support if they want to donate, whether that's getting a candle or monetary donation. What does that look like?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have candles that are on sale right now for $5 a piece. And so people can purchase them ahead of time, or they can purchase them at the vigil as well. And if they just want to give a monetary donation, they can do that as well. But I mean, anything helps, to be honest, yeah.
And you have some of these survivors sharing their stories.
Yes, correct.
So that support could be for people that we don't even know about. People that are attending the event could use them for support as well, I would think, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so do you have to do a lot of pre-registration for this, or you just show up?
Not at all. The event is free.
Okay.
It is at the Fisher Chapel at Rockford University. It is going to be tomorrow, Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Am I forgetting any details?
Any of those details?
Really, it is just.
I don't think so. I think you covered
Show
it all.
up and learn.
Show up and come.
And support.
Yeah, it's very
Join us.
empowering to hear those stories. Very empowering. It's very moving. It's a very moving event.
Yeah, and for people who've never heard of Rockford Sexual Assault Counseling, what's kind of the thing you guys do day in and day out for survivors?
So much. So I'm personally one of the therapists. I'm a bilingual therapist there. So I mean, essentially, it's a lot of the trauma healing work, right? So helping a person who's either recently experienced trauma or in their childhood, right, from sexual assault, just recovery from that, reducing symptoms, and then being able to just find some normalcy in their life. But we also do medical advocacy, going to the hospital for recent survivors. So when you've just recently experienced an assault, go to the hospital. So we are there to accompany them if they need company. Give them resources, may it be clothes, because they don't get to keep some of their clothes if it's needed, right? For, the investigation and whatnot. Provide them resources of where they can get help and whatnot. And then, just information, as well as advocating for them at the hospital. Deb can speak on the other stuff.
Right, and then just letting them know that we also have our crisis hotline. So it's available 24/7. What's great about this is anyone can take advantage of this number. So you can contact us anytime, day or night. It's available 24/7, no matter who you are. So you don't necessarily have to be a client of ours to take advantage of that number. So you can contact us even if you just have a question. If you are in crisis, we do have advocates after hours that are trained to help or assist in any way they can.
And Deb, you mentioned something earlier that I think is important to touch on. You mentioned not just supporting the survivors, but believing them. And they are so brave to come out and share their stories.
Absolutely.
It's double, the pressure, the heartache when people aren't believing you.
Absolutely. It's one of the reasons survivors have a tendency to not come forward or to not disclose, because the fear of somebody not believing them. So we need to let them know that we are there for them and we support them and we believe them.
Absolutely. And you guys provide these services here in Winnebago, Boone, and Ogle counties.
Yes, correct.
Anything that people need to know if they do reach out for help, things they should keep in mind or anything, or is it just a blank slate, come in, we'll talk?
No, just come in, we'll talk. Wherever you're at, we'll meet you there. Services are free, right? So
That's
yeah.
huge. So
Yeah.
huge reason to go to this event and fundraise and donate because free.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean,
Free services.
have you been hit at all by some fundraising challenges, you know, in light of what's been going on?
Yeah.
And it's important, not only can you buy a candle for $5 and those help, but there's other things that you must have to do to kind of
Yeah.
keep things going and keep things operating and keep the lights on.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, absolutely. We're always being hit, like all social services in the area that depend on funding, right? Whenever, especially when governmental funding takes a hit, we are affected, but we have such a great team on our staff that is always making sure, you know, they want to make sure that the community in Winnebago, Ogle, and Boone are being served. So they're always making sure to prepare for moments like this, right?
Okay.
So yes, we make it through. Every time
Right.
we make it through.
Our executive director, Erica Engler, is brilliant at her job, and she's really good at what she does, luckily. So she keeps us afloat.
And you can
Very
also
good.
help keep them afloat by those donations and support and doing what you can by going to this vigil is a great way to start.
Yeah, and we'll look at it one more time here. It is tomorrow, so get ready. I mean, pack your bags and let's get there. It is at 6:30 tomorrow, and it's again in Rockford at Rockford University at the Fisher Memorial Chapel there on 5050 East 8th Street. Well, thank you so much for coming in and enlightening us, and hopefully the event goes so smoothly and so well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after the break.